Now, when I think of Ning, I think, and this is, there's some little similarity here, but I think of TypePad because when it emerged, it was the place where bloggers, finally, there was this new emerging group called bloggers, and they could actually have a voice and be one-to-many. I know yours is not one-to-many because you're creating groups around these special interests. But when I think of TypePad, I had a personal blog, but once I decided to create my own publishing platform, you kind of graduate and you move on and you have to kind of build something a little bit more robust. So what are the people on Ning, using Ning, are they doing this as like an adjunct to what their real business is, or are they creating these businesses, or do you see them leaving Ning to create a publishing platform that's more robust for whatever social network or community they're trying to build?
So we don't see very many people leave, and there's a specific reason for it. This is actually really hard to do. And when you look at the fact that you can, with Ning, and this wasn't possible before Ning, show up and in less than 30 seconds create a rich, immersive social experience that scales to 1 million people and many more million uniques per month on top of it, that's actually really hard to do. And so certainly, if people want to leave the Ning platform, we're okay with that, and we wish them the best. But actually, we've seen more of the case where people who want to build large Ning networks and large social experiences that are branded for that particular topic, that particular interest, that they actually seek Ning out because of the fact that we can help them scale to pretty significant sizes. It's actually quite hard to do on your own. So there is no equivalent in social experiences that you find with something that's a little bit more constrained and simple, like a blog, where you can actually, you want to put it on your own servers using WordPress, for example. So that's really what we've seen, I would say, more of. There isn't this sort of sense of when you get to a certain size, you need to actually bring it in-house or move it to a new platform, because there really isn't another platform that is scaling social experiences the way Ning is scaling them. The other, I think, really important point to bring up is we launched Ning Networks 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago to the day. And what we found is that the businesses, for example, that chose at that point in time, 3 years ago, oh, we're going to build it ourselves. We're going to bring it in-house. And they valued control over rapid innovation. They haven't done that well. And actually, the real strategy that has worked within social experiences and across social platforms is actually partnering with people, Ning, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn being 4 great examples of this, who are absolutely maniacally focused on their area of the world, because what we actually can do is keep up with the market. And users and people that are experimenting and spending 3x the amount of time at the end of 2009 than they did at the beginning of 2009 working and playing in social experiences and social networks, they want rapid innovation. That's what the market values. And so by partnering with people, you can actually get that, and that's more important than control.
What are your new features coming out this year?
Ooh, so many things. We're really excited because one of the things that we'll be launching later this year is the next generation Ning network. So taking everything that we've learned and seen and gotten feedback from our network creators, the people who create Ning networks, all of that we're integrating into the next generation of Ning network that takes us from 2010 to many years beyond. And so that's what's actually really fun right now.
And we're in your new offices. They're beautiful.
Thank you.
In Palo Alto, you have 170 employees.
Yes, we do.
Double from last year. Where does that go by the end of this year?
We'll see. I mean, we have a lot of great things up our sleeves, but certainly, the benefits of being a private company is that we get to keep our plans to ourselves. But we are hiring, and we definitely, would love to talk to anybody who is interested in joining Ning.
And you are a private company, so this question is you're going to dodge, I'm sure. But I'm going to have to ask you anyway,
Sure.
How much money is Ning making, if you can give me a ballpark figure?
I can't, because we're a private company. We like to keep those things to ourselves as long as we possibly can.
Right. Talk about your revenue streams then.
Sure. I am happy to talk about our revenue streams because we're pretty excited about them. So we really took the approach from day one. We did not want to be a one-trick pony as it relates to revenue. So we make money in three ways. We make money from advertising. So when you create a Ning network for free in 30 seconds, we reserve the right to run ads on that. And today we run AdSense for the most part. If you want to actually buy premium services from us, including being able to remove our ads or run your own ads, it's a maximum of $55 a month, and about 13% of our networks purchase one or more of our premium services.
And it's $55 a month for sort of
a maximum of $55 a month for our premium services. And then the third...
And 13% of your network?
About 13%
pays for that.
Pays for one or more of our premium services. So if you were to multiply 13% of 2 million times 55, that actually isn't exactly right.
Right, because they could be paying $5
right.
a month or so. Yeah.
Right. So then the third bucket, and the thing I think we're probably most excited about, are premium features within a Ning network. So we launched in October virtual gifts. And on each Ning network, the network creator, or the person who creates the Ning network and runs the Ning network, they can actually offer virtual gifts for their members to give each other, and as well as upload their own virtual gifts. So, for example, if you're on the Lost Zombies Ning network that has over 10,000 people who dress up as zombies and videotape or photograph themselves as zombies, all being put together for a documentary about zombies, which I think is so cool. In that case, they've actually uploaded bloody chainsaws and other virtual gifts that people can give each other that are completely in the context of what you would expect to find on
payment platform for
Lost Zombies. Yes, absolutely. And then what we do is basically do a revenue share with the network creator. And we think there's a number of other things we can do along those lines so that the network creator has the opportunity to make money from their Ning network, as do we.
Which do you see as the biggest revenue stream, revenue line?
I think the long-term opportunity for us is really around rich, immersive social advertising and where advertising in and across
More
social platforms go for. Yeah. And also from a creative execution perspective.
So getting more of a bigger sales team and creating more content.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I think that is a really interesting long-term opportunity for all the reasons you would expect, namely that as people spend more time on social platforms, that's time and energy that they're not necessarily spending in other places.
What are the CPMs right now on Ning across the board?
Oh, we get to keep that piece of information to ourselves.
Gina, my goodness. Okay. When do you reach profitability?
We get to keep that piece of information to ourselves as well.
Fun.
I know. I'm a horrible interview.
Does your company have the financials to go public?
Well, certainly at some point we think that we can be a large independent franchise company, and so that's certainly what we're driving for right now.
Is that your dream? Your dream outcome of an exit? Exit could be, going public or...
When Mark and I started Ning, we really, we looked across the table from each other and we said, let's swing for the fence. Let's build something that is absolutely the future, the long-term opportunity for people to really express what makes them unique, and go for it. And that's what we're doing. Okay, well, you basically answered. That's great. Swing for the fences. We're going to leave it there. And we wish you the best of luck. We hope you get out of the ballpark. Thank you. Appreciate it. I've been speaking with Gina Bianchini. She's the CEO and founder of Ning. I'm Bambi Francisco.